Apparently, Chinese buyers are cancelling reservations for the Mustang Mach-E. Now, at the same time, a CNEV post in China has reported that Ford are giving away around $3,000 worth of free software in the Mustang Mach-E in China to try and bring these buyers back. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Electric Viking. My name is Sam Evans. Fantastic to have you here today. I'm reporting to you here from Melbourne, Australia, where I live and have lived pretty much most of my life. However, for those of you who don't know, I did live for a year in Taiwan and China while I was working in the bicycle industry and setting up a big online store about 10 years ago. I also rode my bike around the world for 12 months and free camped all over the world. And part of that time I spent in Southeast Asia and in China, and had some really interesting experiences there, and really got to see what the culture was like there. Now, Ford's China-made Mustang Mach-E electric car was anticipated by a lot of people, but the CNEV Post reports that many recent buyers or recent reservation holders are cancelling their orders. Why is this? Well, Auto Stinger reported last week that a Mr. Zhao they interviewed was told by sales that he would get delivery in October when he reserved his Mach-E 6 months ago. But the car never actually became a reality. He backed out of his order because the car was never made. And he purchased another vehicle before his license plate quota was about to expire. One of the things that's happening is because it's taking so long for some of these reservation holders to get their vehicles, Tesla is offering pretty compelling Tesla Model Y. Other manufacturers are offering extremely compelling vehicles that just keep on getting better and better. And therefore, buyers are saying, we don't want to wait anymore. Now, a Mustang Mach-E store in Beijing opened in April of this year. But sales were strong. But despite this, turnover of staff was high because there was a lack of vehicle deliveries. In other words, customers were coming in wanting to buy a vehicle and it was never arriving. And that was causing friction between buyers who were waiting for their vehicle and staff saying, sorry, we don't have a car yet, and then having to cancel orders. Now in China, if you sort of understand the culture a bit more, it would be a very negative situation to have a buyer call you and say, I'm cancelling my order. It's sort of a saving face type thing where if you have an order cancelled, then it actually looks bad on you, even if it's not your fault. Now, in group chats on forums and on Weibo, some of the reservation holders posted screenshots of their backed out orders and began suggesting others buy a Tesla Model Y or a Zeekr 001. Amongst many other options. I mean, in China, there's so many options of electric cars. You don't have to wait. I mean, there's the entire ID3 family, not ID3, the entire ID family. There's about 5 different ID models from Volkswagen. There's just limitless numbers. BYD make a range of different compelling electric cars. There's just no real reason to wait for a Mustang Mach-E if Ford are not willing to make enough. Now, I made another video about why Ford dealers in America are actually killing sales of electric vehicles and sending buyers elsewhere. I'll put a link in the description below to that video. Now, all this said, it does sound like things are not really going well at Ford, but there has been some really good news as well. Ford have committed billions of dollars to future and current projects to build batteries and the F-150 electric pickup truck, to build factories to build electric cars, to build an entire complex that's on an enormous piece of land that's bigger than 4 Disneylands put together. It's enormous, absolutely astronomical. So Ford are definitely investing. Ford's CEO Jim Farley is in a difficult situation here. Obviously, Ford haven't prepared for the situation they're in. Ford are saying they're in an iPhone moment. Basically, most of their cars are Nokias and people want iPhones, and they're not making enough iPhones, and they need to make iPhones, otherwise they're going to be disrupted. So Ford know exactly what's happening to them. They've got 165,000 reservations for the F-150 electric truck. they're not going to make enough to satisfy demand for those orders for at least 4 years. They're saying that they're only going to make enough to satisfy the demand for the existing orders they have right now, right? They're only going to make enough by the time 2025 comes around. So these people who have placed orders are going to have to wait until 2025 to get their vehicle. And that is not a good thing to do, because obviously those buyers, most of them don't want to wait for 4 years or 3 years, depending on where they were in the reservation order. So right now, Ford know buyers want electric cars. They know that buyers actually want their electric cars if they can get one. Not all of them, but some of them do. But obviously, the key issue is they're not making enough. Hopefully, the situation changes and Ford can keep buyers in the Ford stable, because we need either GM or Ford to succeed over the next decade. Disruption is going to be insane. It's already insane right now. Tesla sold more cars in September than Mercedes did. Thanks for watching the channel. Thanks for your support. Thanks for supporting the movement as well. That means a lot, and it's so important that we support electric cars and having sustainable energy future. I'll see you again on the next one. Bye-bye.